What is up, my butter biscuits? This is my third video with the same busted all makeup. If you guys did not see the previous videos, I did a review of this bootleg Jeffree Star Cosmetics palette right here. This is from CC Cosmetics, C Color Cosmetics, something like that. This is from the Dollar Tree. It was only $1.25, and it did my makeup really busted. Not saying that the palette was bad. I was just really lazy. So I'll go to leave that link down below just in case you guys are interested in checking out that review. It's been a hot minute since I've done a eyeshadow review. Within today's video, it is, I was gonna say, oh yeah, no, it's my new makeup drops. Are they bops or flops? I just filmed my anti-haul, so I got a little bit confused. I was like, wait, which one is this? I do want to say, y'all, it is really late right now. And I feel like I just can't gather my thoughts correctly. So if I fumble my words more than usual within today's video, I do apologize. And I know so many people get so irritated. They're like, oh my God, you don't have to start off a video with an apology. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. That's just who I am. Like, you know what I'm saying? I overthink things. And then on top of that too, I'm just like, oh no, like people are going to be like, oh my God, you repeat yourself too much. You fumble on your words too much. You know what I'm saying? So I'm apologizing in advance. And I feel like on top of that too, that's just me. Like, that's just my personality. That's just who I am. And it is what it is. So anyways, y'all, my new makeup drops, are they bops or flops? As you guys know, I do this every single month. This is pretty much kind of like a wish list, if I'm keeping it real with you guys. I feel like there's very rarely any flops within the video. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they're mostly bops. There's honestly a lot of things that I would like to purchase if I had the money, but 9 times out of 10, I'm just way too broke to purchase all of these things. Within today's video, though, it is like pretty much mostly complexion products, like if not all complexion products, now that I'm thinking about it. But as you guys know, I just love trying complexion products. Like still to this day, I feel like I don't wear a full face of makeup all the time. However, when it comes down to complexion products, I wear complexion products almost every single day, whether it be a powder form of foundation, a tint, a foundation, a concealer, like some type of complexion products I wear on a daily basis. So I feel like today's video is a lot of that. So just letting you guys know right off the jump. Also, before we get into today's video, make sure you guys click the link down below, head over to my second channel, and go give a subscribe over there. I would really appreciate it. I have so many new videos coming with my brother, and y'all, they're getting really good too. Like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. Can't even talk. I'm telling you guys right off at the jump, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I should probably have a drink, honestly. Like if I had a drink, if I had a seltzer right now, that would like straighten me out, and then I'd be able to talk just fine. Anyways, I have a lot of good videos coming with my brother, and they are getting really good. I'm stepping up my editing game even more. So make sure you guys head over there and go show some love. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And let's go ahead and get into it. The very first brand that I want to talk about right here is Laura Mercier, which has been a hot minute since I've bought anything from Laura Mercier. So I'm kind of considering purchasing one of these new foundations, but they are kind of pricey. So this right here is the Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation. Now, I have recently been into like okay, I don't want to say like lightweight coverage, but like a medium coverage foundation. My only problem is, and I really do feel like I would be really good with just a straight up light to medium coverage foundation, is my redness for some reason. Like if I'm wearing a lightweight coverage, it just doesn't build up on top of that redness. For the rest of my face, it looks really good. And then there you could just see my redness, which I feel like makes it stand out more. Do you know what I'm saying? So I really do like something that is buildable. And this right here says it is a weightless foundation that blurs the line between makeup and skin with medium buildable coverage, natural finish, waterproof wear, and up to 12 hours of fade proof wear. These are available in 30 shades and they are $48. I don't remember if I talked about these before. I want to say I have. No, maybe I haven't. You know what I'm confusing this with? The Gucci foundations, I think. But this is something that I'm actually really interested in trying, only because of all the things that it says. And on top of that too, it's medium coverage. And I feel like if Laura Mercier is saying medium coverage, then it's probably like a true medium coverage. Because I feel like, say for example, was it the Laura Mercier? Oh my God, Laura Mercier, that's what we're talking about. Was it the Lady Gaga foundation that said medium coverage? And I'm like, y'all, that's like full coverage. I'm wearing it right now, actually. The House Labs foundation. That's full coverage to me. And it's so crazy because back in the day, y'all know I used to love the Huda Beauty foundation, the one in the pump, I forget the name of it, the Flawless Filter. Y'all, the coverage on that now is just way too much for me. I feel like with my aging skin, I like something that's going to be a little bit more light because I don't want all of my texture to be standing out. And I feel like full coverage just really makes that stand out. So this right here from Laura Mercier, I'm actually really interested in trying. So looking at my list, I do feel like most of the stuff is complexion. So if you guys don't want to hear about complexion, I apologize. Next up on the list right here, we have from Guerlain. As you guys know, well, if you guys did not check out my anti-haul, I just recently talked about Guerlain and they had a highlight in there. I don't know how expensive it was because it was not listed on Trendmood. But I was like, no. So I'm sure this is going to be really expensive too. But once again, it's in the same type of family of foundations that I'm really interested in these days. This right here is the, what is it? Oh, y'all, is that like French? terracotta tint. I'm gonna just call it tint, okay? Because I feel like it's tint in a different language. Anyways, this says right here, the perfection of a foundation, the lightness and radiance of a powder. Long wearing for 24 hours and without transfer. Light texture, airy formula. Coverage is medium to full in 30 shades. So I'm actually really intrigued to try this. I've actually never tried anything from Guerlain before. I hope that's how you pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce stuff like that, y'all. You guys know that I'm just like really cheap. It's hard for me to pronounce Too Faced, and that's like my second name. Not just, well, I'm totally kidding, okay? Just kidding. Anyways, this right here is probably really expensive, but it is something that I'm really interested in trying. You guys know for the longest time, and I need to just bite the bullet on it and buy that Tom Ford foundation, because the Traceless Matte, for any of you guys out there wondering what type of foundation I'm into, Tom Ford Traceless Matte, that is like my perfect type of foundation. I just feel like it is just so gorgeous, so beautiful. But y'all, I'm just like, $90. I've been hoping recently that like Nordstrom's would have one of those crazy sales where it's like 50% off, because I've seen that before with some other Tom Ford products where it's like 50% off. So I'm like, ooh, can you have a 50% off sale on that Tom Ford foundation? Because I really want to get it. But I'm like, I'm not going to spend $90 on it. Like, y'all, I already felt bad enough spending 60 something dollars on the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk foundation. Even though I got it with 20% off, I was still like, oh my gosh. I feel like for foundations, for me, most of the time, like $45 is like the cap, you know? That's why I'm like with that Laura Mercier one, for it being $48, I'm like, yeah, I'll try it out, but with a discount. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, this Guerlain foundation actually sounds really good to me, but I'm just really curious to know what the price is, because I'm sure it's expensive. So it'll probably end up being a flop to me. But you know, if I was rich, I would get it. Here we have a different product right here. Still complexion, but it's not foundation. This is Pixie right here. This is an SPF 50 sun mist. This is an invisible broad spectrum SPF 50 mist. And this right here is only for $15. Now, the part where it does scare me is because I really do like, where is it? Actually, I have it right here. I like to touch up my SPF throughout the day. This one right here, this is the Milani Make It Last. This is SPF 30. First of all, this tiny old little bottle right here, I believe was $12. And y'all know I got a big face. So I do like this. I don't feel like it makes my face super, super dewy. I am a little bit nervous for this Pixie one right here. That's why I'm like, I'm super curious how it is. For $15 for 6 ounces, that's not bad, because I do believe this was $12 and this is only 2 ounces. So I feel like that's a pretty good size right there, but this is where it makes me a little bit nervous, because it says that it hydrates and soothes the skin. So I am a little bit like, ugh, I feel like this may probably be a little bit too dewy for me. And it does say that you can wear it before makeup or after makeup. So that's why I'm like, okay, maybe as a touch-up though, can you imagine throughout the day, say for example, like in the summer, obviously when you did take your SPF a little bit more seriously, say for example, it's a little bit hot and you spray that on top, you may look really greasy, you know what I'm saying? So I do want to try this, but I am a little bit skeptical, thinking that it is probably going to be a little bit too dewy for me. But for $15, that is not bad. So I am intrigued about this, but I don't know if I'll pick it up. This one should be like mind-blowing to you guys. Like if you guys watch my like anti-hauls or new makeup drops or the Bops or flops, you guys know that Too Faced for me just does not do it when it comes to eyeshadows. Other products I like from Too Faced, but when it comes down to eyeshadows, I'm just like, no. This right here is the Italian Spritz Lake Como Cocktail Inspired Palette. That's a whole big name there. I think this palette is actually really beautiful. I love the color story on it. I feel like it has, you know, your neutrals in there. It has your pops of colors in there. It has a little bit of everything. And I really do feel like it is a beautiful palette. Now, will I be picking it up? Probably not. I just haven't really been wearing that much eyeshadow recently. I just haven't really been into doing my eyeshadow recently, so I don't see the need to pick up another palette. But I do want to give credit though and say that like Too Faced with this one, I think is a really gorgeous palette. Like I really do like the matte shades in there. I love the shimmer shades in there. I feel like this is like a really good assortment of colors. And this to me is kind of like a perfect travel palette. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those palettes you can take with you to Vegas. And say for example, if you want to wear your makeup during the day a little bit more natural and then like spice it up at night, you can do that with this type of palette right here, because it has fun colors as well as neutral colors. So kudos to them on this palette. I think this is a really beautiful palette. Okay, and it's like more and more and more complexion. This right here is the new Bye Bye Dark Spots Concealer Plus Serum. Now, it's been a hot minute since I've tried anything from IT Cosmetics, but I am really curious about this because I do feel like my under eyes are getting a little bit more dark as I get older. Even though I do use a lot of product on them, I feel like, especially since recently I lost weight, like I lost a total of like 63 pounds or something like that now, and I really do feel like since I lost weight more, my under eyes are getting a little bit more sunken in. So I'm curious about a product like this. But here's where I'm a little bit scared. When it comes down to IT Cosmetics, everything that I've seen of them before is just so extreme coverage, and it's just too much for me that I am a little bit scared for this. So this is what it is right here. It says provides instant medium coverage, and that's where I'm like, medium coverage to them is probably like shellacking it on. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, I don't know, because I want to say their like CC cream said it was medium coverage, and I'm like, oh no, that's like super full coverage. Oh yeah, the CC cream I think is medium coverage, but then the BB cream is full coverage. I don't know, one of the two, something like that. Anyway, so it says 24-hour wear of hydration visibly improves over time the look of bare skin. Developed with dermatologists and plastic surgeons, fades the look of dark spots, fine lines, dark circles, under eyes, and yeah, well, that's way off, but okay. And uneven skin texture with a trio of 2% niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, and caffeine. This is $30 and it does come in 18 shades. So I'm actually really curious to know about this because it does seem like something that's going to help you obviously by providing coverage, but then over time it's going to help you, and I feel like that's like a win-win right there. But I'm just scared that it'll be a little bit too much coverage for me. So this may be something that I will pick up when Ulta has like a 20% off sale. I don't know if it's going to be in Sephora. I feel like I never really see IT Cosmetics inside Sephora, but I don't know. I may actually try this only because I do like the sounds of the benefits of it. And then I really do want to see if it's actually just a medium coverage, because I would like that. If it's full coverage, I would not like that. This right here is the new Super Stay 24-Hour Skin Tint Foundation by Maybelline. This is a lightweight with a formula enriched with vitamin C to give the skin a fresh glow while covering unevenness and redness. That's what really like caught my eye right there, because you guys know like recently I've been into like a tint or something that's just like really, really light. You know what I'm saying? Like a light to medium coverage foundation. I kind of am going for recently. I know right now I'm wearing a lot of foundation, but like on my everyday basis, I'm going for like that like no makeup look. Do you know what I'm saying? And this right here actually sounds like something I would really like. The only problem with me, for some reason, I like a foundation with a pump, not like a beaker. I don't know. I feel like that can get messy really, really fast. And on top of that too, I feel like sometimes the beaker like drops and it just makes a mess. So I don't know about that. But the rest of it actually sounds really good to me. I don't know how much this is going to be, but it is from Maybelline, so I would expect it to be pretty reasonably priced. This is actually something that I'm going to try, like for sure, because I'm really curious about this, and I've been taking my vitamin C like really serious these days. And on top of that too, I haven't tried anything from Maybelline in a hot minute, so stay tuned for this because I will be doing a review whenever this comes out, which maybe it is out already by now. Make sure you guys let me know down below if it is, and make sure you guys let me know if you guys have tried it, because I'm super curious about this, and it does actually sound really good. And here we have another Too Faced product right here. This one right here, I'm like, ooh, I want to say maybe like 80% sure that I'm going to pick this up, because this does have an SPF of 30 in it, and I feel like all my other foundations don't have an SPF in it. And sometimes I like when the SPF is built into the foundation, because say for example, like I love my like La Roche-Posay SPF, but sometimes I feel like it does play with my makeup a little bit. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like when it's built into a foundation, I feel like it works really good. So this right here is the new Born This Way Healthy Glow SPF 30 Moisturizing Skin Tint. This is an oil-free, nourishing serum foundation with up to 24 hours wear and hydration, and SPF 30 for protection, leave skin glowing with a soft focus, medium coverage, natural finish with coconut water, alpine rose, hyaluronic acid, and it's available in 18 shades. Which I know that may seem like a little bit of shades. However, it's meant to be like a tint, you know, so it's meant to be really, really light coverage. So it's adaptable to many different skin tones. Now, this is my little bit of a problem with this right here. This is $42. $42, that's pretty pricey to me, but I do know it's kind of 2-in-1, so you're getting a little bit of a tint slash foundation as well as an SPF, so I'm gonna think of it that way. But $42 to me is a little bit pricey, but this is a product I will 100% pick up with a 20% off from Sephora, which is actually coming up soon. I want to say maybe it's like in April, so stay tuned, because if I pick up this, I will be doing a review of this as well. You guys are gonna have to like forgive me on this one. I have absolutely no clue how to pronounce the name of this foundation right here. This is called Sai. I don't know. I'm so sorry, y'all. I like seen this brand before online, but I've never heard anybody like talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like actually talk about it, so that way I can hear how it's pronounced. But the reason why I was interested in this foundation is because of the swatches. Like they look like super dewy, and I'm like, ooh, that may be really nice, because it's supposed to be like a serum type of film. This right here is a lightweight serum foundation with medium buildable coverage that brightens and leaves a luminous finish. Blends easily for a hydrated and seamless second skin appearance. This is $40 and available in 36 shades. Also, I want to give a huge kudos to this brand, because this shade range to me looks super inclusive, super beautiful. I feel like you have your light end, I feel like you have your deep end, and I really do feel like they did a good job with this. Make sure you guys let me know down below how to pronounce the name of this foundation. I don't know if I'd pick it up, but maybe I'll like try to get a little bit of a sample, because I do believe it's at Sephora Did I see someone? Yes, it's going to be at Sephora. So I'm like, huh, I may get a little bit of a sample. By the way, does Sephora even still do samples? It's been so long since I've like asked for a sample. I feel like the older I get, for some reason, I just feel like way too shy to ask for a sample. Don't know why. I feel like they're like judging me if I ask for a sample. Let me know if you guys feel the same way about that, which I know I probably overthink a little bit too much, because it's like, obviously you want to like try the foundation out before buying it, right? So that makes sense. But I don't know, for some reason, they just kind of like look at me weird. Well, it's been years since I've asked for one. I just feel like they kind of like look at me weird. Like, I don't know, as if I'm cheap, you know, like, oh, you're just getting samples and that's it. But I'm like, why am I gonna go buy a foundation and then, oh, I'm not gonna like it and then return it and then waste the whole thing? Do you know what I'm saying? Anyways, make sure you guys let me know how to pronounce the name of this, because I really am curious about this brand. We have 2 products left, and yes, they are both complexion. I am so sorry. This is the complexion video. Last month was like the creams and liquids of like highlighters and blushes, and this month is just like straight up concealers and foundations and skin tints. But I feel like obviously going into summer, it's like, oh, I want to try new things. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, I feel like when it comes into summer, like you need a little bit more SPF, you need like vitamin C, like, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that too, you want more lightweight coverage stuff. You don't want to be wearing full coverage stuff out in the summer. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, this right here is a new concealer from MAC. I don't know if I talked about this before, because I did see it before filming this video and I'm like, did I talk about it? I really don't remember. I'm super intrigued about this concealer right here only because of the applicator. It's like a pen. So I'm like, oh, what? Like that seems super convenient. So I'm really curious to know how this is. But this is what it says right here. This is the Studio Fix Everywhere All Over face pen. So it says the new concealer and foundation hybrid. Oh wow, I didn't know that. How would it be a foundation hybrid? Like if it's so tiny, wouldn't that be difficult to do? I don't know. Anyways, it says that it brightens, conceals, and evens the skin tone. Lightweight, flexible, won't crease or cake. Medium to full buildable coverage. Natural finish while being waterproof. I'm super intrigued by this. I probably will be waiting until Namies gets it. Hopefully Namies does get it, because then I will try it. Because y'all, it's been years since I've tried a new MAC product. Well, a new MAC makeup product, I should say. Recently, my friend, for my birthday, she actually bought me the brand new, oh my gosh, what's the name of that moisturizer? I'll put a picture of it up on the screen. But y'all, that moisturizer, this is the first moisturizer in history of moisturizers that I've ever tried that helps diminish my redness. I'm absolutely loving that moisturizer. But before makeup, I don't feel like it's a super hydrating moisturizer. It's like my perfect type of moisturizer before makeup. I wouldn't wear it if I'm like super dry, because I don't feel like it's like super hydrating, but it really does help my redness, which I'm super tripped out about. And by the way, I forgot to mention to you guys too that it does have hyaluronic acid in it. If you guys have seen my videos before, I was like, oh my gosh, I really do love the Plum Plump from Glow Recipe and the Charlotte Tilbury moisturizer, but I feel like because they had hyaluronic acid in them, my skin would like ball up. This one from MAC does not make my skin ball up. I like really, really love it. Like I've had it for maybe 2 weeks now, and I'm like, oh, it's becoming like my favorite before makeup moisturizer. Absolutely love it. Anyways, the last product on the list right here is something that is a little bit different. It is not really a concealer. It's not really a foundation. This is, I don't know how to pronounce this either, because for the longest time I was calling it Ole, but it's Ole Henriksen. This right here is their clinical color fix for dark circles, right? Is that what it's called? Wait. No. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. That's what it says in the first sentence. I'm so dumb. This is the Banana Bright Vitamin CC sticks. This right here, I saw somebody do, was it on like Instagram Reels, or maybe it was on like YouTube? I don't know. I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, this looks like the perfect type, like everyday type of product to not wear a concealer. They have 3 different shades of this, and it says that it instantly blurs the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, instantly brightens the under eye, instantly less visible dark circles, and 100% agree provides a smooth base for concealer. So I'm like super intrigued to try this, because I'm like, when I saw somebody put it on, I was like, oh my gosh. So it's supposed to help your eyes right then and there, and then it's supposed to help over time. So I'm super curious about this. And on top of that too, I've only tried one other product before from Ole Henriksen, and I don't remember how I liked it. My friend got me like a little sample size version, or like the travel size version of the moisturizer, the one in the blue jar. I don't remember how I liked it though, now that I'm thinking about it. But anyways, that is it for my new makeup drops. Are they bops or flops? To be quite honest with you guys, I want to buy everything on this video. Like I really do. Like I feel like this is like all bops to me. But obviously I have to try it first. You know what I'm saying? But everything really does sound good to me. I do feel like I will be picking up a lot of the complexion products. I think for sure I'm going to be picking up the MAC concealer, as well as the Too Faced SPF 30. And then what's the other one that I wanted to pick up? Laura Mercier. Those are like the 3 main ones. Oh no, and the Maybelline. The Maybelline I'm like picking up for sure. I'm really iffy about the Laura Mercier because it is pricey. But make sure you guys look out in the future for reviews of those, because I probably will be picking up quite a few of these products, because I love trying new complexion products. So make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.